Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to talk about 10 surprising scientific discoveries that you might not know about. Science has made great strides in the past few years, and there are numerous discoveries that have changed our understanding of the world. So let's get started. Number 10. Editing genes. Ever since the double helix structure of DNA was revealed in the early 1950s, scientists have hypothesized about the possibility of artificially modifying DNA to change the functions of an organism. Now, genetic engineering is more precise and available than ever before, thanks in large part to a new tool first used to modify eukaryotic cells, complex cells with a nucleus, in 2013, CRISPR-Cas9. The gene editing tool works by locating a targeted section of DNA and cutting AEUR out that section with the Cas9 enzyme. An optional third step involves replacing the deleted section of DNA with new genetic material. The technique can be used for a wide range of applications, from increasing the muscle mass of livestock, to producing resistant and fruitful crops, to treating diseases like cancer by removing a patient EURTM's immune system cells, modifying them to better fight a disease, and re-injecting them into the patient EURTM's body. In late 2018, Chinese researchers led by He Jiankui announced that they had used CRISPR-Cas9 to genetically modify human embryos, which were then transferred to a woman EURTM's uterus and resulted in the birth of twin girls AEUR, the first gene-edited babies. The twins' AEURTM genomes were modified to make the girls more resistant to HIV, although the genetic alterations may have also resulted in unintended changes. Number 9. Mysteries of other worlds revealed. Spacecraft and telescopes have revealed a wealth of information about worlds beyond our own in the last decade. In 2015, the New Horizons probe made a close pass of Pluto, taking the first nearby observations of the dwarf planet and its moons. The spacecraft revealed a surprisingly dynamic and active world, with icy mountains reaching up to nearly 20,000 feet and shifting plains that are no more than 10 million years old, meaning the geology is constantly changing. The fact that Pluto, which is an average of 3.7 billion miles from the Sun, about 40 times the distance of Earth, is so geologically active, suggests that even cold, distant worlds could get enough energy to heat their interiors, possibly harboring subsurface liquid water or even life. Meanwhile, two space telescopes, Kepler and TESS, have discovered thousands of planets orbiting other stars. Kepler launched in 2009 and ended its mission in 2018, revealing mysterious and distant planets by measuring the decrease in light when they pass in front of their stars. These planets include hot Jupiters, which orbit close to their stars in just days or hours, mini Neptunes, which are between the size of Earth and Neptune. Number 8. The hottest years on record. In 2015, the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, reached a consensus on climate action, known as the Paris Agreement. The primary goal of the Paris Agreement is to limit global temperature increases to 1.5 degrees Celsius over pre-industrial levels. To achieve this goal, major societal transformations will be required, including replacing fossil fuels with clean energy such as wind, solar, and nuclear, reforming agricultural practices to limit emissions and protect forested areas, and perhaps even building artificial means of pulling carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Number 7. Fossilized pigments. Reveal the colors of dinosaurs. The study of fossilized pigments has continued to expose new information about prehistoric life, hinting at potential animal survival strategies by showing evidence of countershading and camouflage. In 2017, a remarkably well-preserved armored dinosaur, which lived about 110 million years ago, Borealopelta, was found to have reddish-brown tones to help blend into the environment. This new ability to identify and study the colors of dinosaurs will continue to play an important role in paleontological research as scientists study the evolution of past life. Number 6. Redefining the fundamental unit of mass. In November 2018, measurement scientists around the world voted to officially change the definition of a kilogram, the fundamental unit of mass. Rather than basing the kilogram off of a platinum iridium alloy cylinder about the size of a golf ball the new definition uses a constant of nature to set the unit of mass. The change replaced the last physical artifact used to define a unit of measure. The meter bar was replaced in 1960 by a specific number of wavelengths of radiation from krypton, for example, and later updated to define a meter according to the distance light travels in a tiny fraction of a second. The changes to the kilogram and other units will allow more precise measurements for small amounts of material, such as pharmaceuticals, as well as give scientists around the world access to the fundamental units, rather than defining them according to objects that must be replicated and calibrated by a small number of labs. Number 5. New human relatives. The human family tree expanded significantly in the past decade, with fossils of new hominin species discovered in Africa and the Philippines. The decade began with the discovery and identification of Australopithecus sediba, a hominin species that lived nearly 2 million years ago in present-day South Africa. Matthew Berger, the son of paleoanthropologist Lee Berger, stumbled upon the first fossil of the species, a right clavicle, in 2008, when he was only 9 years old. A team then unearthed more fossils from the individual, a young boy, including a well-preserved skull, and A. sediba was described by Lee Berger and colleagues in 2010. The species represents a transitionary phase between the genus Australopithecus and the genus Homo, with some traits of the older primate group but a style of walking that resembled modern humans. Number 4. Taking measure of the cosmos. In September 2015, the LIGO and Virgo collaboration detected gravitational waves for the first time, propagating from a pair of merging black holes some 1.3 billion light-years away. Since then, the two instruments have detected several additional gravitational waves, including one from two merging neutron stars. Another prediction of general relativity, one that Einstein himself famously doubted, is the existence of black holes at all, or points of gravitational collapse in space with infinite density and infinitesimal volume. These objects consume all matter and light that strays too close, creating a disk of superheated material falling into the black hole. In 2017, the Event Horizon Telescope collaboration, a network of linked radio telescopes around the world, took observations that would later result in the first image of the environment around a black hole, released in April 2019. Number 3. First ancient human genome. Sequenced. Thousands of ancient human genomes have been sequenced since the first success in 2010, revealing new details about the rise and fall of lost civilizations and the migrations of people around the globe. Studying ancient genomes has identified multiple waves of migration back and forth across the frozen Bering Land Bridge between Siberia and Alaska between 5,000 and 15,000 years ago. Recently, the genome of a young girl in modern Denmark was sequenced from a 5700-year-old piece of birch tar used as chewing gum, which also contained her mouth microbes and bits of food from one of her last meals. Number 2. Quantum entanglement. The phenomenon of quantum entanglement occurs when two particles, such as photons or electrons, become connected in such a way that the state of one particle is correlated with the state of the other particle, regardless of the distance between them. This means that if one particle is observed and its state is measured, the state of the other particle will be instantly determined as well, even if it is located on the other side of the universe. The discovery of quantum entanglement has had a profound impact on the field of physics and has led to new theories and technologies that were once thought to be impossible. It has opened up new avenues of research and has the potential to revolutionize our understanding of the universe. Number 1. The discovery of dark energy. The discovery of dark energy has led to a fundamental shift in our understanding of the universe. It has challenged many of the assumptions that had been made about the nature of matter and energy, and has opened up new avenues of research into the fundamental laws of physics. One of the most significant implications of dark energy is that it suggests the universe will continue to expand at an accelerating rate indefinitely. This means that over time, galaxies will become increasingly isolated from one another, and eventually the night sky will be mostly empty. So, those are 10 surprising scientific discoveries that you might not know about. Science is constantly evolving, and there are always new discoveries to be made. Which one of these discoveries do you find the most interesting? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching.